YouTube. It's the cheating carnivore, Tamara Blodgett. Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick update. Most exciting thing, I think, of my lifetime as far as my health is concerned, and it has nothing to do with carnivore, I don't think expressly, but I want to make sure that people that have this trouble are on board with what's happening. If you want to have regularity, I may have a hack. Now, I didn't want to come out and bring this forward to you guys until I was absolutely certain, and I had a lot of time. So it's been about 2.5 months since I began taking a double supplement of magnesium and a double supplement of D3. Now, you guys know that because of my Hashimoto's, I don't uptake or utilize D very well, vitamin D. And that's just classic Hashimoto stuff. Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease where your body attacks its own thyroid. We're not sure why some people have that and others don't. I just know that in my maternal side, autoimmune is really prevalent. I've got a lot of autoimmune skin stuff. I've got Hashimoto's. My mom had rheumatoid arthritis, a lot of autoimmune heavy proclivity in my maternal side. So I had to be cognizant of that, and that's the main reason I went carny. Anyhow, I'm just going to say again, nutrition matters. I was listening to this video with Lillie Kane. I'm gonna link her down below. She's a young woman, I think late 20s, and she went carny for the same reasons I did initially. And she had, I think, a lot of the carny gurus on, and she, out of context, extrapolated some of their wisdom and their pearls and things they knew. Many of them were professionals or doctors. And what we extrapolated about magnesium and D, which I had already done, and if I hadn't, I would have tried it. But they were saying if you supplement with anything, the reason magnesium and D are important is because they're not found in the water source anymore. Because of the amount of people and modernization of everything, the water source, which used to contain a good amount of trace minerals, which we were evolved to consume and our body needed toward the end of electrolyte balance, was no longer there. Magnesium, even, this gal Marie Emmerich or whatever, she was saying, she's a big keto girl, big keto queen, like her a lot. I think she's very balanced and very hardworking. She was saying that even out there, they live way out in the woods somewhere and they have well water. She says there's no magnesium in that's present. It's just gone, guys. The mud puddles, the streams, the rivers, we can't get our water from that anymore, and we wouldn't want to anyway because they're all contaminated now because of the huge human population and the modernization and what's been taken from our soils worldwide. Much of that is agricultural compromise, and that, in other words, the vegetation and the plants that are needed on the scale in which humanity eats them robs the soil of its nutrients. We weren't actually meant to do agriculture on this scale, and the world is becoming worse because of it. I know I might get some V hate. I don't care. Come at me. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong and shut me up. Otherwise, be quiet. Weren't meant to have agriculture on this scale. So it's depleted the soil of the trace minerals that the rains and everything would have then put into our waterways. And then we could, as human beings, needed to consume. I think I was listening to the stat on the magnesium, and I think there's like an 80% deficiency worldwide, okay? My blood work was coming up as normal for magnesium, but deficient for D, which I was aware of. I have to supplement with D. My body cannot do it. Here's what the interesting part is. A couple of years ago, Hubs was like, well, magnesium and D, vitamin D, are tethered. And I was like, okay. But I knew my magnesium was normal. So I was like, well, that's not the culprit. I don't want to supplement for no reason. Because I really believe in carny having the right food. It does. It's the trace minerals that are the problem. There's a moderate amount of magnesium in meats, with the highest being in chicken. And that's great, but you still would have to eat more than your fill, I think, to get proper magnesium from the meat. We were always meant to take it from water, and now it's not in there. And so a lot of carnivores are supplementing with the element, which is a really great product. I don't always want to just drink stuff. And so what I decided to do was take them both together. And I could tell when I did one magnesium tablet and one vitamin D tablet, I felt different inside my digestion. I was like, oh, things are moving, something's happening. I know you guys, it's TMI, but if any of you guys are hard case constipation people or have irregularity problems that have been chronic and long-standing, listen up. This might not be it, but what if it was? It's very little change and very easy to implement to get the benefit. I cannot overemphasize this enough. This is the best hack I've ever given to anyone on camera, off of camera, anything. And that, I could tell that was working, but it wasn't enough for regularity. So I was a real hard case. In other words, I was very deficient. And since I then had the light bulb go on when Hub said magnesium and D were tethered, that comment surfaced again and I revisited it. I was like, even though my magnesium was normal, my D was so deficient that my magnesium wasn't really doing its job either. So then I was like, this is all just, little ping pong balls, guys, little ping pong balls of comments and information and stuff, and then they coalesce into something that I can actually utilize. So here's the thing, guys. When I went in for my extremely important lash appointment, I like to say it like that, I like to preface the whole thing, one big phrase like that. When I went in to get that done, my girl who's expecting a baby, she was like, I have so much problems with regularity when I'm pregnant. She goes, when I'm not pregnant, I'm fine. Okay, hormonal related. A lot of girls have that. I had the opposite because I'm me, right? That's the only time I did go to the bathroom, regularly. Anyway, so she's telling me, she goes, I just doubled up on my magnesium, she said, and there I was, good again. I said, oh, you doubled it up? And she goes, yeah. She said, it's taking one pill, I took two. So I marched out and I immediately started looking into the magnesium I was taking, which my second cousin, Ruth, had said, hey, take this works for me. But it hadn't been working for me. I was taking 3 pills to get to 450 milligrams a day. And I was like, something's not working here. I'm just missing the bullseye. So I started looking into magnesium citrate on Amazon, and I got the one that has the most reviews with the highest rating that made the most sense. 1 tablet at 500 milligrams. No taking 3 horse pills, down to 1 then, to get 50 milligrams more per dose. I mean, let's get that red easy button, the big one that's like, convex and it's got the word easy on it in white. Let's pound that thing, guys. Let's not sit there and make ourselves have to swallow 3 magnesium pills a night. And it was a vegetarian capsule. It always made me feel kind of bloated and I had strange kind of disquiet in my stomach whenever I took it. But it had fillers that didn't agree with me, which we already know I can't have plant to any large degree at all. I'm really down to nothing right now. I'm having nothing right now because I feel so bad. But anyhow, so I got that. I started taking 2 of those. I knew I had to supplement with D anyway, and I'd just been having a pill whenever I remembered. This time I got serious about it. I was like, no, I'm going to take 2 pills. And I use Nature Made now because they were sitting around the house. I'm not going to get those again because they have soybean oil as one of their fillers. And I don't want that in my system. I don't want it in my system. It's like a classic cheapskate manufacturing protocol. Oh, we don't want to give them any high quality fillers, so we'll put soy in there. Well, soy is just terrible. And especially as a man, you don't want to take soy. Guys, listen up. Hello. Hubs doesn't have any testosterone problems. I'm going to give you the eye on that. 0. He's an older guy. He works great. Like a young guy. I know, because I was married to him when he was young, too. And I will not let him have soy. He never gets it. He gets it like twice a year when he makes teriyaki chicken, and that's all I'll allow. So disallow soy from your diet. Just start today. Just get rid of that. If you guys are starting out and you just want to start going pure, get rid of everything processed. If it's got more than one ingredient, more than one ingredient, and it's a food and you want to eat it, it's the second one's got to be salt, and then nothing else. Okay? And they'll use cheap salt. That's why I get the unsalted sardines. So I'm taking 2 tablets of magnesium citrate. I will link it down below. Every night before I go to bed, it tends to make people sleepy. I'll link that. I take 2 of those for 1,000 milligrams. Apparently it's not unsafe to take extra magnesium, and so far so good. I don't have any troubles at all. And then I take 2 of the D, and I don't remember how much that is in combination, but it's more than I need. So when I do get my blood work done, I anticipate having D somewhere in the normal range, and magnesium should be elevated, I would think. If it's not, then I'll know for sure I wasn't taking enough. Just, having some from my meat with the combination of the D being messed up wasn't enough. Now, maybe I could take 2D and I'd be okay, but I don't think so. I think they have to be tethered together. So 2 magnesium, 2 Mag Cs, and 2 Ds, and I highly recommend the Mag C that I've got. If you do click the link, I'll get a few pennies from Amazon as an affiliate. You don't have to. It's just easy for you to just click the link and know you're going to the product that I'm using that I love. I have another YouTube channel. It's very small right now, and if you want to follow it, you can. I only review products I love. I'm an Amazon influencer, and I qualified to be an Amazon product reviewer, and I try to put up a product every single day that I believe in and I personally like. If I don't like it, I don't review it, okay? And it's a long game, guys. I'm gonna gain followers as I gain them. I'm gonna gain followers on my other channels, I gain them. I'm gonna gain followers for my Amazon influencer channel. I want people's trust more than I want money. Because I have enough money to live on, okay? This isn't about money. This is about me sharing insights and interacting with people that are like-minded, helping someone, kind of a full circle thing. This makes me happy to do this stuff. So that's why I'm doing it. My hair's wet, guys, because it was a wash day today. Okay, I couldn't get one more. Look at how cute that is. Look at my outfit. I'll show you real quick. See, it's very bright. I love that. This is the high-low shirt, guys. I'm gonna do a quick review for that later too. I don't think any of this is from Amazon, but it's just fun to kind of show my outfits anyway. Old broad fashion, all right? But you can still look good when you're older. Why not? Anyhow, so you wanna go poop, do magnesium and D3 together. Now, having said that, I would say to somebody, start low. You can always work up. So start with 1 Mag C and then start with 1 vitamin D. And do that for a week or 2 and see if you have improvements either way. And I've also noticed, you guys, I'll be honest, I never let off of it. I do 2 tablets, I do 2 Ds with the meal, and then I do 2 Mag Cs with every night. And sometimes I won't go for a couple of days, but I've learned through experience in almost 2.5, 3 months that my body goes when it needs to go, and it may not go every single day. That's just not what my body likes to do. But then I will have what I consider to be a cumulative on the day where I've skipped a couple days, and it's perfect. And so I just keep up this regime, and it doesn't matter what I eat, it seems to work anyway. I had gone through everything. I'd gone through the whole fiber game. I had gone through the high fat thing. All the high fat thing did was make me gain weight and make me feel too full. The fiber thing just irritated my bowel, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. So now I'm on micros. My micros were insufficient for me to have electrolyte balance, which for my body meant regularity. So now I've closed that loop of my health. It's the only thing right now I'm hanging on to as being a positive, because right now my health is in bad shape. I have a lot of inflammation. I've got a lot of joint pain. Wednesday was my first day of eating clean, and today is Monday, so I've got 5 days under my belt. Whatever I've noticed before is that I will not start to feel a little bit better for at least 2 weeks after the last transgression. At this stage, it's so chronic that I feel like I'm gonna have to just kind of go hardcore for many months. Like, I think my anniversary will be the next time I have any time off from my regime, and I'll probably be eating things very deliberately that day, as far as like, if it's not a great carb that I really love a lot, like say a French fry or something like that, I'm not gonna just have the garbage bread from the table, the garbage chips or whatever. I'm not doing that. I will have White Russians and things like that because I love those, and it will be a special day. But and then we're gonna go on holiday for a few days to a place up north, Muzzet Lawn, about 40 minutes north. And it's gonna be really fun. We'll have great food there as usual, and I will have beach combing and everything like that. Remember, guys, remember that a species-specific diet is one in which your body operates at its ideal capacity. It's fueled, it's got enough surplus of protein for repair, It can do those things every single day. The body's in a constant state of trying to repair and build back up what you've taken from your energy level, your activity level, whatever. Protein is paramount. Fat is also great, but in the case of myself, I have extra fat on my body right now, my body can use that. I'm gonna sign off, guys. But I wanted to give you that positive news because my last video was a little bit of a Debbie Downer. And I didn't mean to be, but I look back on that, I'm like, oh, it's a little bit of a Debbie Downer. But I just want to tell you guys I love you, and smash the like button, guys. Subscribe to my channel, and just help it grow, because I know my message is slightly convoluted, but I'm sort of an unscripted daily life girl. If you want to see me on Clapper, I'm there. I upload every day on Clapper. I upload my product reviews so you know what it is I'm using or what I'm buying. And if you like some of it, then at least you can make a choice on stuff. I urge you to subscribe there too. And I think I'll put the link down below now finally, because I have 7 subscribers as of today. But I have 213 here, and I've only been doing videos for about 6 months. So I'm pretty excited about that too. Anyhow, love you guys. Talk to you soon.